Classes continue our discussions. We're done with LTCC. Let's proceed to the second topic, franchise. If you read IFRS 15, may makikita ka dun class na licensing topics. Okay? So yung principles doon, yun yung i-apply natin sa accounting for franchise. So lagay ko dito, under licensing topics in IFRS 15. Okay? Now class, ano ba yung mga alam nyo na biggest franchises in the Philippines? How about Jollibee? Ano pa? Chowking, Potato Corner, ano pa? Master Siomai, Generics Pharmacy, Tokyo, Maxes. Ayan, maraming franchises dito sa Philippines. Actually, very effective strategy yan, okay, yung franchise to expand or to scale up the business. Okay? And take note class na ang pag-uusapan natin today is from the point of view of the franchisor. Okay? Kasi syempre, revenue recognition tayo. So, dapat point of view ni franchisor. So, let's have an illustration. For example, class, si Jollibee na lang. Ayan. Jollibee. Okay, Jollibee, siya yung franchisor. For example, class, may gusto mag-franchise. Let's say si Mr. X. Tawag natin sa kanya, siya si franchisee. Ayan. And then, in exchange for the franchise, magbabayad si Mr. X ng cash. Ang tawag natin doon, franchise fee. Okay? Now, yung franchise na yan, class, actually, it's a form of license. Okay? Kaya under licensing topic siya. In the form of license, wherein binibigyan ng right ni Jollibee si Mr. X para gamitin yung intellectual property ni Jollibee. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Well, si Mr. X, pwede siya magbenta ng mga products si Jollibee, burger, fries, spaghetti, chicken. Okay? Si Mr. X, pwede niyang gamitin yung brand name ni Jollibee. Well, alam mo yung Jollibee na name, kilala yan sa buong Philippines. At pag nakita mo yung logo ni Jollibee, alam mo na Jollibee yun. Okay? Yun yung binabayaran ni Mr. X. Kaya yung franchising is in a form of licensing an intellectual property. Gets? Okay, now, in accounting for a franchise, i-apply din natin class yung 5-step model framework natin, okay? Sa IFRS 15. Tingnan natin class. Step 1. And yung step 1 natin, di ba? Identify the contract. Tama? So, identify the contract with the customer. Dito, walang problema kasi meron tayong franchise contract. Okay? Franchise contract. So, let's say class, anong nangyari dito? Nagpirmahan ng kontrata si Jollibee and si... Dito na lang. Nagpirmahan sila ng kontrata si Jollibee and si Mr. X. Wherein, ang nakalagay doon, sige, meron kang, yung franchise natin is good for 10 years. Okay? And yung fee natin is 30 million. So I think yun pa rin naman yung fee today. You know? Ganyan kamahal mag-franchise ng Jollibee. I think initial fee pa lang yan. So mas mataas pa dyan. Okay, so walang problema. May franchise contract yung dalawang parties natin, si franchisor and si franchisee. Second natin class, identify the performance obligations. In this case, syempre point of view tayo ni Jollibee. Ano yung mga obligations niya para kay franchisee? Well, siya bahala sa mga initial services. For example, maghahanap ng location. Okay, syempre, very important yung location. What else? Magte-train sa mga crew. Lagyan natin, crew training. Ano pa? Let's say, yung construction ng store mismo. Kasi may theme yan Jollibee, tama? So, siya bahala din mag-construct. Ayan, isa sa mga performance obligations sa Jollibee. What else? Well, si Jollibee bahala mag-deliver ng equipment, ng panluto. Okay? What else? Mga inventory, mga ibebenta, burger, fries, etc. What else? Supplies. Ayan. Yan yung second na performance obligation ni Jollibee. And last one is, pwedeng gamitin ni franchisee yung trade name ni Jollibee. Okay? So, ipoprovide niya yung trade name and or yung brand name, that's the third performance obligation. Okay, na-determine natin. Third one, ano yung third step natin? Determine the transaction price. Ano yung transaction price dito? Well, yung 30 million. So, yung transaction price, basically, yan yung franchise fee. Actually, tawag natin doon class is the initial franchise fee. In this case, that's 30 million. Meron din tayong tinatawag na continuing franchise fee, no? CFF, or you also call this yung periodic franchise fee. So, usually class, it's based on sales. Okay? So, ang tawag mo din dyan, royalty and percentage of sales yan. Later, aralin natin yan pag nagsagot na tayo ng handouts. Alright. And then next one is we allocate transaction price as to the performance obligations, and then we recognize revenue. Okay, recognize revenue. So, pwede nating i-recognize yung revenue. Alam natin, class, na pwede siyang over time or at a point in time. Okay, so same concept as sa 5-step model framework natin. So, sir, paano natin i-allocate and i-recognize yung revenue? Well, alam natin, class, we allocate based on the standalone selling prices. Nasaan yung mga performance obligations? Yung tatlo na yan. Let's say, class, yung standalone prices nila, if separately i-value yung each obligation na yan, let's say this is 10 million for the initial services. Okay, equipment, inventory, supplies, let's assume this is 15 million. Trade name naman, class, 25 million. For example lang, 25 plus 15, that is 40 plus 10, 50 million. And then, allocate natin yung transaction price at 30 million. Okay, 30 million. So, this is the allocation. 30 million times 10 over 50. Kinumpit ko na yan earlier. That's 6 million. This is 9 million. And this is 15 million. Okay. So, ganun lang siya. And tignan natin. Well, initial services, once ma-render na yan ni Jollibee, well, pwede siguro tong at a point in time. No? So, point in time yan. Equipment, inventory, supplies, pag na-deliver ni Jollibee, na-perform na niya yung obligation. At a point in time din to. Ito naman trade name, well, syempre, depende yan sa criteria. May criteria tayo. Pero pwede yung overtime or at a point in time. Right? So, ganyan siya. Point in time. Anyway, so apply natin yan later as we answer our handouts. Now, class, tandaan mo to. Yung franchise na yan, or pag sinabi kong franchise and license, same lang ibig sabihin ko doon. Okay? Yung, tingnan mo muna, kung yung license is distinct, okay, iti-treat natin siya as a separate performance obligation. In this case, distinct siya. Hiniwalay natin. Ito yung trade name yan yung magsaserve as license. Okay? Yung paggamit ng pangalan ni Jollibee. Distinct siya, pwede natin siyang i-separate na performance obligation. Now, according to IFRS 15, dalawang klase ang class. Titignan mo to. Ito, very important concept dito sa franchise. So, listen very carefully. Yung license daw, pwedeng right to access or right to use. Okay, dalawang klase. Pag right to access yung license, tandaan mo to, the revenue is recognized over time. Okay, over time. Ngayon, pag right yung license naman is right to use at a point in time naman to. Alright? So, naglagay ng criteria sa IFRS 15 paano malaman if right to access or right to use. So, ito yung sinabi doon, class. Pag right to use, ito muna tayo. So, this is access, this is use. Doon muna tayo sa right to use. Sulat ka, yung sinabi doon sa IFRS 15. Sabi doon, the intellectual property does not change throughout the license period. Throughout the license period. So, copy mo muna, license period. So, again, when you say right to use, the intellectual property does not change throughout the license period. Pag naman yung right to access naman, nakalagay doon, class, the intellectual property changes throughout the license period. Okay? Yung main difference nila. Marami pang minention doon, pero ito yung main difference nila. Yung isa, pag right to access, nag-change daw, yung intellectual property, sa right to use naman, does not change. Okay? Sir, anong magandang example dyan? Well, yung right to use muna tayo. Yung right to use, I think, yung Jollibee na example natin is right to use. Kasi, yung intellectual property o yung rights ni franchisee sa buong 10 years na franchise contract, na franchise period, hindi yung babago yan. Pwede siya magbenta ng products ni Jollibee, gagamitin niya yung logo ni Jollibee, yung brand name ni Jollibee, walang problema yan. For me, doon sa illustration natin, yun yung right to use. Okay? Ngayon naman, class, yung right to access naman, changes throughout the period. Ang magandang example nito, class, yung Microsoft 365. Okay? Yung ano natin, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, nila-license kasi yan. Kaya binabayaran natin yung license. Ngayon, si Microsoft, may total control siya dyan. So, from time to time, nakikita mo, may mga updates yan. Tama, may mga changes. Okay? So, yung rights mo, okay, yung intellectual property, nagbabago siya all throughout the license period. Okay, so yun siya. I think yun yung magandang examples yan. So, ulitin ko. Pag right to access, over time. Pag right to use, point in time. So, ngayong class, mini-mention sa problem yan. Yun yung maganda. So, board exam, usually mini-mention yan kung right to access or right to use. Alright? So, ulitin ko, ang pinakamahalaga dito, pag right to access yung license, over time natin. Pag right to use, point in time. Sige, so apply natin yan sa exercises natin. Let's go to skip mo muna yung theory. Balikan natin yan later. Number 6. Okay, number 6. Pakita ko na rin sa inyo kung ano yung journal entries. Okay, number 6 muna tayo sa franchise. Provide the journal entries para lang at least familiar tayo sa entries. No? On January 1, 2021, Company X granted a franchisee the right to operate a restaurant in a specific location using Company X's trade name, concept, and menu over a 10-year period. Okay? So si Company X siya yung franchisor. The franchise agreement states an upfront fee of 1.2 million. Ano tawag natin sa upfront fee na yun? That is the initial franchise fee. Okay? So if i-search mo yan kay Jollibee, it's 30 million. No? Okay, which includes 200,000 for kitchen equipment that the company will purchase for the franchisee, plus 10% royalty based on the franchisee sales. Ito siya. Ang tawag naman natin doon, yung royalty na yan, yung continuing franchise fee. Company X regularly undertakes activities such as marketing, research, product development, advertising, promoting operational efficiencies, etc. Company X delivered the equipment on Feb 1, 2021. The restaurant opened on April 1, 2021. To which date the license period starts to run. The franchisee reports sales of 9 million for the year. Company X has determined that the license provides right to access the intellectual property. Pag right to access, over time natin i-recognize yung revenue. So sir, paano yung mga journal entries yan? Ganito yung class. So first journal entry, na-receive ni franchisor. Take note, si Company X tayo dito, franchisor. Naka-receive siya ng initial franchise fee, 1.2 million. Debit cash. Yung credit mo dito, liability yan. Kasi hindi mo pa na-serve, hindi mo pa na-perform yung obligations. Tama? Contract liability yan. Gets? Okay. Debit cash, credit CL, 1.2 million. Number 2. Okay. Gagawin natin, tingnan natin class kung paano natin i-recognize yung revenue. Sabi dito na deliver na yung equipment. Okay? So, dalawa dito yan. Yung isa, dalawa yung performance obligations dito. Tama? Performance obligations. Yung isa, deliver equipment. Yung isa naman, yung license. Okay, so yung na-deliver ng equipment, ibig sabihin, pwede mo na i-recognize siya at a point in time. Tama? Na-fulfill mo na yung obligation mo. How much? Nakalagay dyan, 200,000. Okay? Yun daw yung stand-alone selling price. So, it means debit contract liability, credit contract revenue, or franchise revenue. Lagyan natin contract revenue, which is 200,000. Alright? Yan yung sa equipment natin. 200,000. Lagyan dito, equipment. Now, dun sa license fee naman natin, class, how much yan? So, yung equipment natin, 200,000 yung amount niyan. 1.2 million yung total na initial franchise fee. Therefore, 1 million yung license natin. Does that make sense? Okay. Ito rin daw yung standalone selling price. So, pag pre-rate mo, ganun rin yan. 200 for the equipment. Recognize na natin at a point in time. And then, yung license naman, since right to access yan, overtime naman. So, ilang years to class? Yung franchise period dito is 10 years. Divide natin sa 10. Don't forget class na nag-start yung license noong April 1, 2021. Nakita mo yan? Sabi, the restaurant opened on April 1, 2021. At which date the license starts to run? So, April 1 to December, that is 9 months, times 9 over 12. How much yung i-recognize natin na revenue sa license? So, 1 million. Divide by 10 times 9 over 12, 75,000. Okay, 75,000. Debit contract liability, credit contract revenue, 75,000. So, pwedeng contract revenue, pwedeng franchise revenue. So, up to you kung ano gusto. Basta revenue siya. Okay, and then number 4, naka-receive din tayo as franchisor ng continuing franchise fee or royalty, which is ilang percent? 10% nakalagay. Tama? And then dun sa second to the last sentence, the franchisee reports sales of 9 million. So 9 million times 10%, 900,000. Debit cash, credit revenue, That is 900,000. So how much yung revenue natin? Meron tayong 200,000 para sa equipment, meron tayong 75,000 para dun sa license, and meron tayong 900,000 para dun sa royalty fee. Okay, so yun yung mga journal entries natin, class. So madali lang. Okay, so let's answer more complex questions. Let's go to problem number 7. Okay, so maraming questions. So series of questions. We have 5 questions here. Let's read the given. So erase ko na, class, ha. January 1, 2021, Company X sells computer software to Mr. Y for 5-year term. The agreement provides that Mr. X shall pay 2 million upfront fee, that is your initial franchise fee, and then 500,000 upon signing of the contract, yun yung down payment, and that the balance in 2 equal annual payments starting December 31. The present value factor at 8% is 1.78326. Okay, the upfront fee is for the following performance obligations. Okay, may tatlo tayong performance obligations. We have, susulat ko na dito. Number 7, ito yung POs natin. Performance obligations. Number 1, meron tayong training services with standalone selling price of 400. Susulat na rin natin yung standalone selling price. Okay, that's 400,000. Performance obligation number 2, equipment with the standalone selling price of 1 million. Okay, so we have equipment. And then last one naman, class, is computer software with a standalone selling price of 600. So lagyan natin dito software, 600,000. Okay, so add natin yan, 1.4 plus 600, that is 2 million yung total. Okay, this is the total. Alright. Sabi dyan, yung upfront fee para dito daw. Yun yung mga kasama dun sa franchise. Alright. Mr. Y commenced its business operations on October 1. The entity determined that the performance obligations are distinct. Pag sabing distinct, i-analyze natin separately yan. Okay? Per performance obligation. So, tingnan natin, class. Question 1, assume that Mr. Y has the right to use the intellectual property. The journal entry on January 1. Take note, class, January 1, doon nangyari yung franchise. Okay? Doon nag-license. Nag-start yung operations October 1 pa. So, ang tanong sa question number 1 is January 1. So, ano yung journal entry natin? So, lagay natin, January 1, 2021. Okay, allocate na muna natin, class. So, meron tayong down payment. How much yung down payment natin? So, may down payment tayo na 500,000. Tama. And then, computing natin yung present value of the installment. Tama ba, class, kung 2 million yung franchise fee? Okay? Or yung software, minus natin yung 500,000, yung balance is 1.5 million. Tama? Payable in 2 years. So, divide mo sa 2, 1.5 million divided by 2, 750,000. 750,000, multiply natin sa present value factor, times 1.78326, makukuha mo dyan, 1,337,445. This is the present value. 1,337,445. Tama? Okay, so pag in-add mo yan, 1,837,445. Yan yung i-allocate natin sa performance obligation. So basically, ito yung transaction price natin. Okay? So lagay natin dito, 1,837,445. Allocate natin yung, class. So, that's 500,000. Okay, times 400 divided by 2 million. 367,489. So, did you get the same amount? 367,489. Doon naman tayo sa equipment. Okay? 1,837,445 times 1 million divided by 2 million, 918,722.5. And then, last one, 1,837,445 times 600 divided by 2,000, 2 million, you have 551,233.5. Okay, so inallocate na natin. Sige, tingnan natin, class. Question number 1, assume that Mr. Y has the right to use. Pag right to use, point in time. Okay? The intellectual property, the journal entry on January 1 would include. So, ganito, class, yung journal entry. Debit cash, naka-receive tayo ng 500,000. Tama? Yung balance, notes receivable. Credit notes or debit notes receivable, 1.5 million. Take note na present value natin siya. So, it means, yung difference niyan, yung present value natin is 1,337,445. So, it means 1.5 million minus 1,337,445, unearned interest income yan, no? UII. Unearned interest income, credit, 162,555. Okay? Now, take note class na January 1 pa lang yan. Okay? Wala pa na perform na any obligations. Therefore, lahat yan, unearned pa yan. Unearned lahat yan. Okay? So, lagay ko dito, unearned, credit unearned, franchise revenue. Actually, kahit anong terms yung gamitin nyo, pwede. Pero ito yung preferred, no? Credit unearned franchise revenue. So, move ko ng konti, no? 162555. Move natin dito para may space tayo. Dito muna ta class, yung isa-isay natin, yung training muna. So, ulitin ko. Dun sa training, pwede natin gamitin dyan, credit, unearned service revenue. Unearned service revenue. Kasi, well, syempre, yung training, services yun, tama? Credit unearned service revenue, training. 367489. 367489. Okay? Credit unearned. Ano next? Yung equipment naman. Sales naman yan. Credit unearned sales revenue equipment. How much? 918,722.5. Alright. And then yung last one, yung software. Pwede natin tawagin siyang unearned franchise revenue. Software. Which is 551,233.5. Okay. So yun yung journal entry natin on January 1. Ang important dito, naka-present value yung notes receivable mo, and unearned pa to. Kasi wala pa tayo na-perform na any obligations. January 1 pa lang, okay? So, tingnan natin class. The journal entry on January 1 would include a debit of note receivable 2 million, mali, dapat 1.5 lang yan. B, a credit of unearned service revenue of 367489. Yung training, tama, boy yung sagot natin. Okay, let's look at the other choices. A credit of sales revenue, hindi pa, unearned pa, so hindi pa sales revenue. D, a credit of unearned franchise revenue, 918,772. Hindi. Yung franchise revenue software natin, 551. Yung 918, that's for the equipment. Okay? Sige. So, answer natin dyan, class, is letter boy. Well, let's go to question number 2. Question number 2, sabi dyan, class, assume that Mr. Y has the right to use the intellectual property, the journal entry on October 1. No, October 1, na-perform na yung obligations. Okay, would include, take note class, pag right to use, point in time yan. So lahat yan, no, October 1, pwede mo nang i-recognize 100% as revenue. So ganito lang gagawin ko class yan. Debit, unearned service revenue, okay lang, shorten ko na lang. Debit, so this is October 1, 2021. Debit unearned service revenue training, okay, 367,489. Debit unearned sales revenue equipment, 918,722.5. Debit unearned franchise revenue software, 551,233.5. So lahat yan, pwede na natin i-recognize as revenue. So, ito muna, yung training muna. Credit service revenue training, 367,489. Credit sales revenue or credit sales revenue equipment, 918,722.5. Okay, credit franchise revenue software, 100% na rin yan, 551,233.5. Okay, so tingnan natin. A, debit to cash of 500? No, kasi January 1 nangyari yan, October yung tanong sa atin. B, debit to license revenue software, 551,233.5? Hindi. Okay, dapat credit. Tama, dapat credit yan. Software natin, credit dapat. Kaya mali yung boy. Letter C, credit to unearned interest income. Well, mag-amortize din tayo, class. Sige, so unearned interest income natin is 1622555. Tama? And then yung present value is 1337445. Gagawin ko dyan, 1337445 times 8% yung rate, 8%. Tapos, ang tanong sa atin, October 1. So, 9 months. Times 9 over 12, amortization natin, 80,246.7. So, ito yung entry. Debit, unearned interest income, credit, interest income, 80,246.7. Okay. So, mali din yung letter C. Dog yung sagot dito. Credit to sales revenue, equipment, 918,722.5. For question number 2, dog yung answer natin. Okay. Kayang-kaya. Let's go to question number 3. Assume that Mr. Y has the right to use pa rin. On December 31, how much is the total revenue from license contract? Okay. So, yan pa rin. Question number 3, tingnan natin yung total revenue. Well, yung tatlo na yan, revenue na yan. Tama, nag-credit na tayo ng revenue. So let's add 367,489 plus, okay, actually ito pala. Ito na pala yung sum niya, tama? Kasi nag-allocate lang tayo eh. Actually, answer natin for question number 3 is letter C. 1,837,445. Ingat ka class ha, kasi baka isama mo yung interest revenue. Hindi, huwag mo isasama. Bakit? Ang tanong kasi dito, total revenue from license contract. Incidental lang kasi yung interest na yan dahil nag-issue sa'yo ng notes. Okay? Pag nakalagay, total revenue from license contract, huwag mo isasama yan. Pag nakalagay lang, total revenue, ganun lang. Pag total revenue, walang nakalagay na from license contract, isasama mo yung interest. Ingat ka doon ha? Okay. Sagot natin sa question number 3 is letter C. Question number 4, assume that Mr. Y has the right to access. Pag right to access, overtime. Ilang years dito, class? Ilang years ba yung nasa problem natin? It's 5 years, tama? So 5 years. Ingatan. The journal entry on October 1, nung na-perform mo na yung obligation. So tingnan natin. So mangyayari dito, class, yung training na-perform mo na yan. So same entry tayo dito. Okay? Same entry. Yung sa equipment, na-deliver mo na, so okay na yan. Same entry. Dito tayo magkakaiba sa software. Kasi in this case, yung 551,233.5, since right to access yan, over time, di-divide natin sa 5. Okay? So lagay ko dito, 551,233.5, i-divide ko siya sa 5, and take note na ilang months lang to. October 1 to, no? So, tama. So, mangyayari dito, okay, so, ang tanong sa atin is, October 1 pa, so take note ha. Pag October 1 class, magiging unearned pa to. Yung software natin, tama? Ang earned mo, ito. Tingnan natin yung choices. A, debit to unearned franchise revenue, 27,562. Wala naman yan sa entry natin. B, credit service revenue training, 367,489. Actually, yun yung sagot natin, class. Ito, same tayo sa training eh. Tama kasi na-perform mo na yan eh. So, boy na yung sagot natin. Tingnan natin yung ibang choices. C, debit to sales revenue equipment, 918. Hindi sales revenue, unearned sales revenue. Okay, letter D, credit notes receivable, 1.5 million. Mali yan. So, boy yung sagot natin. Ito. Boy yung sagot natin. Ito, yung question na to, yung sinosolve ko, this is for question number 5. Okay? Tingnan natin, class. So, December 31, sabi dyan, assume that Mr. Y has the right to access the intellectual property. How much is the total revenue? Isa-isay natin. Yung training, revenue na yan, based na sa entry natin. Ha? Kasi na-perform mo na yung obligation na yan. 367,489. Yung equipment, na-deliver mo na yan. So, recognize mo na rin yan, 100%, 918,722.5. Okay, dun tayo sa software. Yung software natin, since this is right to access, overtime yan. I-divide natin sa 5. Pero take note, nagsimula October, December yung tanong, October, November, December, times 3 over 12. Huwag mo kalimutan yun, ha? Prorate natin. So it means 551,233.5 divided by 5 times 3 over 12, you get 27,561.68. 27,561.68. So lagay natin dito for the software, 27,561.68. So add natin. Okay, plus 918,722.5 plus 367,489. Okay, you get 1313773. 1313773.18. Letter boy yung sagot natin for number 5. Okay? So ayan, yun yung application ng right to use and right to access. So yeah, so let's go to problem number 8. So ganun lang, class. Ganun lang siya kasimple. I-erase ko muna. I think wala nang entry sa succeeding problem, so amounts lang yung compute natin. Okay. Number 8. Meron tayong 4 questions. Okay? On January 1, 2022, an entity granted a franchise to the franchisee. The franchise agreement required the franchisor to pay a non-refundable upfront fee in the amount of 800,000. Ongoing payment of royalties equivalent to 5% or the continuing franchise fee. The franchisee paid the non-refundable upfront fee on January 1, 2022. In relation to the non-refundable upfront fee, the franchise agreement required the entity to render the following performance obligations. So, tingnan natin. Okay, so meron tayong ilang POs. Meron tayong 3. Okay, meron tayong training. Yung standalone niyan is 400,000. We also have raw materials, tama? 20,000 units, standalone selling price yan is 500,000. And then last one, to allow the franchisee to use the entity's trade name. TN na lang, trade name. Period of 10 years, starting January 1, standalone selling price of 100,000. 400 plus 500 plus 100, that is 1 million. Ito yung standalone selling prices natin. Okay. Now, yung initial franchise fee natin is 800,000. So from there, pwede na tayo mag-allocate. So allocate natin, 800,000 times 40%. Okay, you have 320,000. 800,000 times 500 over 1 million, this is 400. And this is 80,000. Okay, so yun yung allocation natin. 320, 400, and 800. And 80,000. Okay. On January 31, 2022, the entity completed the training services. So, okay na to. The entity was able to deliver 6,000 units of raw materials. Ilan ba lahat? 20,000. Tama? Pero 6,000 lang. So, lagay ko dito, 6 over 20 yung na-deliver. And then, for the year ended December 31, the franchisee reported sales revenue of 200,000. The entity had determined that the performance obligations are separate and distinct. Okay, question 1. What is the amount of the non-refundable fee allocated to the training services? So, okay na yan. Na-provide na natin. Pwede na natin i-record yung 320,000 as revenue. Letter boy for question number 1. Okay, question number 2. What is the amount of revenue to be recognized in relation to the use of delivery of raw materials? Take note class, raw materials, 400,000 yan. Pero hindi pa naman lahat na deliver mo. Tama? 6,000 lang out of 20,000. So, prorate natin, 400,000 times 6 over 20, you get 120,000. Yan pa lang yung na-perform na obligation. 120,000, letter A. Question number 3. What is the amount of revenue to be recognized in relation to the use of entity's trade name for the year ended December 31, 2022? Okay. So, ang nangyari dito, class, sabi sa number 8, meron daw tayong, dun sa bullet number 3, the entity has determined that the license provides right to access. Pag right to access, over time. So, it means, yung 80,000 na yung class, we have, saan na yung 80,000? Yan, 80,000, divide natin sa 10, yan yung license period, tama? 10 years. So, it means, we recognize 8,000 as revenue. Question number 3, answer natin, 8,000, letter A. 8,000. Okay, and then question number 4, assume that the customer has the right to use the intellectual property. Ibig sabihin, point in time. What is the amount of total revenue from franchise contract to be reported or to be recognized on December 31? Well, pwede mo na i-recognize yung 320,000 na training. Okay? You can now recognize yung raw materials. Ito pa rin yung sagot mo dyan. Yung 120,000 pa rin. Kasi hindi mo pa naman di-deliver yung iba. Tama? 120,000. Yung trade name, since right to use yung assumption, yung 80,000, buo yan, pwede mo nang i-recognize. 80,000. Take note class, ang tanong dito, total revenue. Don't forget na meron tayong royalty or the continuing franchise fee. So sa problem, may minention class na dun sa second to the last sentence, 200,000 daw yung naging sales revenue. 200,000, and then ilang percent ba yung royalty? Dun sa second sentence, 5%. 200,000 times 5%. Royalty fee natin is 10,000. So royalty, kasama yan sa revenue, 10,000. Add natin lahat ng class, 320 plus 120 plus 80 plus 10. Your answer should be letter D, 530,000. Dog. Okay. So, ganun lang. Sige. Let's go to number 9. So, I think last problem na to. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so let's see. Question number 1, net income to be reported on December 31, 2021. Question number 2, assume the license provides the right to access the entity's intellectual property. What is the net income? Tingnan natin. Number 9, on January 1, 2021, Company X signed an agreement to grant a license over a patented technology to Company Y for an initial contract fee of 500,000 for 4 years. Of this amount, 100,000 was paid when the agreement was signed and the balance payable in 4 annual payments. So, paano yun, sir? Okay, so meron tayong down payment dito na 100,000, tama? And then, yung present value, ilan yung balance, class? 500,000, binayaran 100, so meron tayong balance na 400,000. Payable daw siya in 4 annual payments. I-divide mo siya sa 4, tama ba? 100,000 per year yan. What is the present value? Tingnan natin. Company X signed a non-interest-bearing note for the balance. Assume X's rating indicates that he can borrow at 16%. Okay? Assume that substantial services amounting to 150 had already been rendered, and then meron kang indirect cost na 12,000. The present value factor is 2.8. 100,000 times 2.8, 280,000. Okay, so ito yung present value natin, 380,000. Okay, so ito yung license fee natin or yung franchise fee natin. So again, pag sabi kong franchise or license, same lang ibig sabihin ko lang. Okay, so class, take note na hinahanap sa atin dito yung net income. Okay? Now, yung cost na 150,000, sabi dyan, assume that substantial services, cost of franchise yan, or cost of license. Para siyang cost of goods sold. Okay? Or sa LTCC, para siyang cost of construction. Okay? So, yung cost natin is 150,000. Ayan. Kaya kasi yung gross profit mo dito, sa problem na yan, pag yun yung tanong, 380 minus 150, ang gross profit natin dito is 230,000. Okay? Pero net income yung tanong, di ba? Ngayon, yung indirect cost na 12,000, tandaan mo class, charge to OPEX yan. Okay? So, minus 12,000. What else? Don't forget yung interest income. Kasi net income may effect yung interest income dyan. So, ang present value is 280,000. Yung rate is 16%. 280,000 times 16%, you get 44,800. Interest income, since income yan, plus natin, 44,800. Let's compute the net income. Net income for this problem, gross profit na 230 minus 12 plus 44,800. Answer mo class should be letter C, 262,800. Ayun. Okay, ganyan lang siya. Let's go to question 2. So this is question 1. Let's go to question 2. Okay, assume that the license provides Company Y the right to access the entity's intellectual property as it exists throughout the license period. The net income to be reported. So again, pag right to access, recognize natin over time. Ilang years? 4 years. Tama, 4 years. So ibig sabihin class, yung fee na yan, na 380, yung revenue natin na 380, dapat i-divide natin by 4. Okay? So layo dito, yung contract fee natin, 380,000 divided by 4, okay, 95,000. Ngayon class, yung cost natin, yung cost of the license or yung cost of the franchise, syempre dapat matching principle yan. Hindi mo pwedeng i-deduct ng buo yan. Okay? Kasi yung 150 na yan, para yan dito sa 380. Kung dinivide mo sa 4 to, using matching principle, i-divide mo rin sa 4 yung 150,000. Okay? 150,000 divided by 4, 37,500. Ayan. So if ang tanong is gross profit, 95,000 minus 37,500, 57,500. Okay? And, okay, so wala namang continuing franchise fee dito or royalty fee. Pag meron, add mo lang dito. Huwag mo isasama dito yung royalty fee, dapat nasa baba yan. Okay, may OPEX tayo na 12,000. Minus mo yan, 100%. Interest income, don't forget. That's still income, 44,800. Okay, let's compute the net income, 57,500. Minus 12,000. Plus 44,800, you should get 90,300. Net income natin dito, class, letter C, 90,300. Okay. So, ganun lang. Simple lang, class, yung accounting for franchise. So, I believe nasagutan natin lahat. No? Double check ko lang. 8, 9, okay. Let's answer our theory questions. Mabilis lang. We have 5 questions here. Number 1, under PFRs 15, how shall revenue from contract with customers such as revenue from initial franchise fee be recognized by the franchisor? A, upon receipt of the initial franchise fee? No. B, upon signing? Nope. Letter C yung sagot. When the franchisor satisfies the performance obligation. So kanina, ayan, ito yung mga performance obligations. Training, deliver raw materials, and yung access sa trade name. Ayan. Letter C. Number 2, the franchise revenue is satisfied over time when the franchise fee is payable upon signing of the contract, the performance obligations regarding the franchise rights are completed when the franchise opens. Well, point in time yung boy. C, franchise rights are transferred at point in time. Point in time din yan. Ang tanong is over time. Dog yung sagot. The franchisor provides right to access. Over time yan. Okay? Rather than transferring the control. Dog for number 2. Okay, number 3, which of the following indicator shows that the initial franchise fee shall be recognized as sales revenue at a point in time instead of over time? Okay, so parang sinagutan natin sa theory ng IFRS 15. Ganun pa rin dito. A, when the franchisee simultaneously receives and consumes benefit over time. Boy, when the franchisor's performance creates or enhances an asset over time. C, when the franchisor's performance does not create an alternative over time. Dog yung point in time. When the franchisee has legal title to the franchise and has the significant recent rewards of ownership. Dog for number 3. Number 4, what is the measurement of franchise revenue recognized from the franchise agreement? Answer dito, class, is fair value of the consideration received or receivable. Letter A. Parang ito. Naka-receive tayo ng down payment, 100. Present value natin yung note kasi dapat at fair value natin i-recognize yung revenue. Okay? So, answer dito is letter A. Fair value of the consideration received or receivable. Yung receivable, yun yung notes receivable. Number 5, under PFR 17, when shall a franchisor recognize revenue from contingent franchise fee or yung continuing franchise fee natin? Ibang tawag is royalty, which is usually based on sales, percentage of sales, or revenue for a sales-based royalty. A, when the sales of the franchise occurs, yes, kasi based on sales siya. Boy, when the performance obligation to which sum of all the contingent franchise fee or sales-based royalty has been satisfied or partially satisfied. Yes, so again, at the end of the day, mag-recognize tayo ng revenue sa IFRS 15 as we satisfy or fulfill the performance obligations. Now, for number 5, it's letter C. Okay, so that's for the franchise. Let's have a short break before we continue our discussion.